Hey everyone, so I'm going to be going over the demos I've been playing there. So Reanimal, Apps to Learn On, and the Sweet Carole by Sweet Carole. So check those kind of one-shot videos there in my demo playlist. But let's start off with Reanimal. So the demo, this is done by the group that did the Little Nightmares 1 and 2, from my understanding. Little Nightmares 3, I think, was done by a different group of people. It is on my playlist currently, but I'm waiting till it's on sale. You gotta have money for that too. Um, but Reanimal demo was pretty solid. Um, it has that Little Nightmares vibe. It has the puzzle factor. It has pretty much what Little Nightmares 1 had, which is my favorite from the first two in that series. You have a partner, and you use the mechanics of your partner to kind of like help you through like areas of the game. And I like that mechanic because a lot of time I feel if there's like a game that has like a partner or an AI partner, it's not done that well. I haven't tried, obviously, Little Nightmares 3, which looks like it's along the same lines of that. Um, Reanimal is not released yet, but there is a demo for it. I hope this game comes out this year. It'll be cool, but we'll have to see. The controls are pretty fluid. There's creep factor involved. They're very interesting creatures. I mean, these are obviously ones that the premise is you gotta survive and avoid being seen and all that kind of fun stuff. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the demo and I want to play more. And yeah, that's uh, that's Reanimal. By Sweet Carol is a very cool animated game, but it's more, I wouldn't say point and click type of game, but it's kind of like platformy mixed with some puzzle elements. You got to avoid, obviously, um, encounters with bad, I guess, people. Uh, the Only the little bit that I played through, there was the one evil teacher looking. Uh, I don't know. I call it a creature. I like the element that you eventually get is where you can change into a rabbit and kind of bounce back between that and kind of trying to solve things. Um, you have like the running jump, so it's got a bit of platforming, but I think um, it's got some click and point moments, I guess. Um, Trying to think. It's very much like a Little Nightmares in a way where you have to kind of go and find things, backtrack and figure it out. Um, the animation style is fantastic in this game. It's worth playing just for that. I think the controls are a little bit um, tight, but they work for what it is. The cinematic cutscenes are really cool. Voice acting is pretty decent. Story and what I've seen is very interesting. So I'd recommend that to play this if you like more slow narrative style of platforming of a game. Um, so Reanimal and Sweet Caroline by Sweet Caroline, I do recommend in playing. But by Sweet Carol, I said Caroline, it's Carol, uh, is more of a narrative platformer, if that's the best way I can describe it. And finally, Alabaster Dawn is a kind of a top downish hack and slash kind of game. Um, it's got some interesting elements, like you have your upgrade of your weapon there, and you can upgrade your bow once you get that. You have a interesting bow aiming mechanic. Um, the story is, interesting, where your character is basically the chosen one, and you know, catastrophe event happens, and you kind of go from there. Um, there's the animation style is really cool. I find the issue that I have with it in the demo is you face kind of the same enemies over and over, and kind of like the same area palettes, I find. Except for like when you get to like the village part and whatnot, and um, obviously this is a demo and lots of things change, and then it's not the full game, so you could go to kind of different parts where there's this uh, flag, I guess, that has everything kind of dead and stuff, where you're trying to bring the land back. It kind of reminds me a lot of Prince of Persia from 2008, I think it was, where the prince is going from area to area and using the side character to reanimate the section of land so that it's growing and colorful and all that. So it's part of that there. Overall, though, I'd have to see more, and with the hack and slash thing, it's like a Zelda-ish type of game, pretty much. So there's some interest to see the full game and explore through that way. But those are my initial thoughts on the demo that I played, and it's got potential, um, but Um, I'd wait to see a little bit of video perhaps on it and see a little bit more, and go from there, I suppose. But those are three demo games that I played. Check them out as I said on my playlist of those. And those are my initial thoughts on these demos that I played. The one that I really am waiting for is Reanimal. That game is on my high list for its full release. It feels a lot like Little Nightmares 1, which was really good. Little Nightmares 2 was alright, but I didn't like the fact that they added in more combat. I mean, if it's a survival horror to that degree of like Limbo or Inside, the whole point is to avoid creatures and figure the puzzles out. I prefer that over stupid combat, to be honest. Uh, and those kind of platforming survival puzzle games, I prefer non-combat. They're my favorite kind of games. So Little Nightmares 1 is the superior of the games for me at this point. Little Nightmares 3, as I said, I have it on my wish list, but I'm waiting for that to be purchasable for me. Um, anyway, those are my impressions of the three demos.